out of this story where one of Trump's aides, one of Trump's people just said, people will go there and just beg. They will just grab at him, trying to get his support, trying to get his endorsements. And it's every bit as pathetic as The Apprentice, where people were just like crabs in a bucket wanting him to just pick them up. And there was a scene where he actually flew down all of the Senate candidates in Ohio, put them in a room while he was there, and just let them fight and scream and yell at each other, just so he would give them the endorsement. Of course, the one thing that's missing is
Ron DeSantis.
No, I mean, Ron's probably going to make him go to Tallahassee if they're going to meet. But the one thing that's missing is Trump doesn't give a lot of money. He's throwing some into Georgia, but usually it's an email, a $5,000 check, and he raises the millions and millions of dollars for himself.
Yeah, this is a dynamic that started very soon after he left office, despite there's some speculation that he would be on the outs in the Republican Party. That's not the case. His grip has only tightened as there are pilgrimage. People come to kiss the ring at Mar-a-Lago and beg for his endorsement. He's raised so much money. He has more on hand than the RNC does right now. You're right. He's spent a little bit recently, but not much. He's mostly keeping it, people believe, for this 2024 campaign. But he is still... His word in Republican primaries is still, in almost any state, is still seen as being extremely important. Now, he's had some misses along the way. There have been some defeats, but he just doled out endorsements, including to Dr. Oz in the Pennsylvania Senate campaign. So this is going to test his success rate. But right now, there's no question. The power center of the Republican Party is in Palm Beach, Florida, at Mar-a-Lago.
But Richard, the reality that still exists is that Donald Trump can help you in a Republican primary,
right,
and help you lose a general election, especially in statewide races. His name, and this story talks about it, we've seen after Youngkin won, we've seen time and time again, people that voted for Biden and Youngkin, all upset with Biden top to bottom. Then you ask, last question, do you regret your vote for Joe Biden over Donald Trump? Every one of them, no. And he's still toxic. He's still toxic in North Atlanta. He's still toxic in the Philly suburbs. He's still toxic in all of these swing districts. That's not changing in the general election. So you have the Republican Party right now, which has every advantage in the world right now, including one of the worst political operations I've ever seen as far as Democrats, as far as national messaging. Just if you take the whole group of them, I've just never seen a party as out of touch with middle America and even the middle of their own party. But all that said, Donald Trump is keeping them in the game because he's so loathed by swing voters.